In the beginning, there was nothing, and it was not good. And then there was an idea. Then they said, let there be lights and cameras. And the videos began, and they said this was good. So why don't we get started? Hello, my name is Jim Hanson, and I want to welcome you to Hanson's Phil-am Life. This is our new YouTube channel. Myself, my wife Julie with 2 L's, and son Kim, K-H-I-M, will be sharing our experiences and activities and whatever we happen to be doing that you might find interesting. We'll be sharing these things all around the world, wherever we go. And here are some of the things we will be covering. Deciding where to move to. We're going to be moving to the Philippines. Preparing and then relocating. What we did to get us ready to relocate. Immigration. Philippine customs. Driving in the Philippines and getting a Philippine driver's license. Your American license is only technically good for, I believe, 2 months. But they tell me nobody ever checks. The ACR and visas, different types and different options that you'll have. Our advice for booking local around the Philippines, different islands, and international transportation, say back to your home country. Or if you want to do like we want to, you'll be doing some traveling and maybe go to some of the countries that are close by wherever you relocated to. This transportation will include, in the Philippines they have ferries, the airlines, buses, and other types of transportation. Also, how to find a place to stay, temporary one or something more permanent. Temporary if you're just coming over to visit, as you should before you actually move, and more permanent if you're going to live here, like we are planning to live here for 5 to 7 years. How to attend a school or university. In our case, my son and his mother, they'll be going to Phil-ams University here in Dumaguete City. We'll also be covering Philippine culture, the Tagalog and Visayan areas. Tagalog being mostly Luzon, and the Visayas is the central region of the Philippines. How to fit in with both with the expats and with the local population. Things to do, see, and some things to avoid, because there are a few, maybe. Places to get ordinary day-to-day stuff like plates, forks, food, bedding, other things like that. And then there'll be other resources that you may need, eyeglasses, doctors. We'll also be covering banking in the Philippines, which you may or may not want to do. And we'll be discussing that in another video. Renewing your passport, which if you're living here for a while, you may have to do. I will have to do that with mine. I have about a year's worth on mine, and I don't plan on being in the U.S. to do it. Anyway, we'll also be discussing about the things that we did that worked and the things that did not work. We hope that you will find these videos in some way helpful, informative, get some information if you're planning on moving here or just want to travel, or maybe even move somewhere else. We want them to be helpful, informative, interesting, and most of all, entertaining. We are new to the YouTube world, so we are just starting to learn how everything works, how YouTube works, how to do video work. Photography, I'm more comfortable with that. That's one of my hobbies. And since we're just learning, we will hopefully improve over time with our videos, the quality and content, what we would provide to you. But we would appreciate any helpful criticisms that you might have, and hope that all comments are civil, no trolls, and constructive. Those who want to be hateful can be banned if that's what it takes. Also, suggestions and comments for new videos would be much appreciated. We can be reached by email if you want a private conversation or discuss something that's not related to one of the videos. Anyway, the email address would be Hanson Phil-ams, and that's all one word, HANSONPHILAMLIFE@gmail.com. So, in closing, I would like to thank all of you for spending time with us, and leave a comment. If you have not already done so, I would encourage you to subscribe, and that will give me positive feedback. That's something that, that if people subscribe, it shows that you are taking an interest in it. So anyway, please subscribe, and then you can also like or not, and share. Please feel free to share this with anyone you know. They may find something, one of the videos over time, they may find something interesting, and hopefully they'll find something entertaining, like me stumbling around here. Anyway, thank you once again, and welcome to Hanson's PhilAmLife.com.